Get ready for some seriously heated drama between Rita Ora and Jay-Z. Their ongoing feud has become one of the biggest and most controversial fights in history. And now, Rita is finally revealing why she can't stand Jay-Z, never has, and never will. Let's rewind to 2015, when Rita Ora sued her record label, Roc Nation, and found herself in a legal battle with none other than Jay-Z himself. And now, Rita is opening up about the emotional struggles she endured over the years. It's like she had a series of major breakdowns. And you know what? Rita's reasons for taking legal action against her label were actually quite sensible. They simply didn't treat her well. And to make matters worse, Jay-Z wanted to control every single move she made. Can you imagine someone having that much power over your life? It's no wonder Rita said, "No thank you." But here's the burning question. What really happened between these two superstars? What jaw-dropping revelations did Rita Ora make about Jay-Z? Well, hold on to your seats because we're about to dive into all the thrilling details.
I was like, yo, I gotta quit my job. Am I really doing this? And so I did. Well, she's beautiful, so I'm taking it. She's so pretty.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I mean, you know.
You just gotta I just feel like I just have to keep putting things out there that's gonna make people feel happy.
Let's rewind to 2008, when Rita Ora took a big step and signed with Jay-Z's record label. She released her first album called Ora, and things seemed promising. But after 7 years, things took a surprising turn. Rita decided to sue the label, claiming that they had neglected her and stopped supporting her. Legal papers stated that Rita's relationship with Roc Nation had been previously damaged. Luckily, there were laws in California that protected artists like her from facing such difficult situations. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Jay-Z's record label didn't just sit back quietly. They fought back by suing Rita for $2.3 million. They wanted to release her from her contract and get some of their investment back. You see, they had taken a chance on Rita when she was an unknown artist and had spent millions of dollars on her career. According to them, the contract required Rita to deliver 5 albums, but she had only released 1 so far, her debut album in 2012. Reports suggested that the lawsuit was their way of trying to recover some of the money they had spent on promoting her second album, which was estimated to be around $3.2 million. In the end, Rita and the label managed to find a resolution and settle the matter without going to court. Recently, Rita opened up in an interview with The Guardian and shared how the stressful legal battle had really taken a toll on her confidence and well-being, saying, "I lost a lot of confidence in myself. I thought, what am I going to do? It felt like the worst thing, but it was the only decision I could make." It turns out that Ora had quite a few disputes with her record label when it came to releasing a full-length album in the US. The 30-year-old singer was convinced that she had become a low priority for the company, and it was pretty obvious considering she was still struggling to drop an album in the US. According to court documents, Ora argued that the label's focus had shifted to sports management and their Tidal streaming service, leaving her music on the sidelines. But wait, it gets even juicier. A massive marketing campaign was launched for Rihanna's album, Anti, which was set to hit the shelves in January 2016. This meant that poor Ora had to put her music on hold once again. But hold on tight because the plot thickens. Rumors were swirling that Rihanna had some personal beef with Ora and was using her influence at Roc Nation to give her own projects priority. Can you believe it? Ora's songs were allegedly being handed over to Rihanna, who would sit on them for months before deciding she didn't want them. In her complaint, Ora's lawyer didn't hold back, stating that Roc Nation had undergone major changes, resulting in fewer resources and a revolving door of executives. Ora's remaining supporters at the label had either left or moved on to other endeavors, leaving her with no meaningful connections within the company. The damage to her relationship with Roc Nation was irreparable. Luckily for Ora, the lawmakers in California had the foresight to protect artists from the roller coaster she had experienced with Roc Nation. To make matters worse, Rita found herself caught in the middle of the infamous Jay-Z and Beyonce saga. It all started back in 2016 when Beyonce shook the internet by releasing her 6th studio album, Lemonade. The album had songs that hinted at Jay-Z's alleged infidelity with an unidentified woman. In the lyrics, there was talk of a woman named Becky, and someone referred to as the other woman with the good hair. Unfortunately for Rita, some fans began speculating that she was the one involved with Jay-Z. Jay-Z. This assumption arose because Rita accidentally dropped a few hints online around that time, leading to the rumors. But let's set the record straight. Rita firmly denies ever having a romantic relationship with Jay-Z during their time working together. She wants everyone to know that it was all just false gossip. And here's a funny twist to the story. Rita shares that her friend Katy Perry gave her a hilarious gift to help her laugh off the absurd rumors. Fans were eager to uncover the identity of the woman connected to Jay-Z's alleged affair. Noticed that Rita had posted a selfie on Snapchat wearing a bikini top with lemons on it. On top of that, she was also wearing a necklace that appeared to have the letter J on it. During an interview, Rita was questioned about these accusations. The interviewer asked her about the connection between her social media posts and Beyonce's album. Rita seemed exasperated and rolled her eyes before responding, "Oh my God, it was just a coincidence, I swear. I didn't even think about it, and it wasn't a J, it was an R. They flipped it around and it looked like a J." Rita addressed the rumors playfully, stating that if she were indeed Becky with the good hair, she would need to have actual good hair. She pointed out that her hair was primarily composed of extensions and weaves. Furthermore, she expressed immense admiration for Beyonce, describing her as the nicest and most incredible person she had ever met in the industry. Rita's deep respect for Beyonce was evident as she passionately defended her and expressed her emotional connection to the music superstar. As we already mentioned, Rita was no stranger to having clashes with many A-list celebrities, and this included her tiffs with Jay-Z and Beyonce. However, another noteworthy feud in her life was her former boyfriend, Calvin Harris. They were an item from 2013 to 2014, but things turned sour when they split. Recently, Rita made a subtle jab at Calvin after he denied working on her second album. The trouble started when Calvin blocked her from performing their collaborative song, "I Will Never Let You Down," at an awards show. It caused quite a stir, and soon after, Rita's second album was scrapped. Fans began speculating that Calvin's refusal to approve certain songs was the reason behind the album's cancellation. During an interview with British GQ, Rita addressed the situation and brought the past back into the spotlight. The topic gained attention once again, especially after her appearance on Louis Theroux interviews. In response to the revived rumors, Calvin brutally dismissed them, stating that the whole thing was a myth. He claimed to have only worked on one unreleased song, which he didn't think was any good. When asked about the rumor and Calvin's dismissive comment, Rita couldn't help but find it amusing. She chuckled and said that everyone has their own version of the story. She had already spoken about it years ago and felt that it was ancient history. Rita emphasized that she and Calvin are in a completely different place now, and it's worth mentioning that this occurred prior to his legal dispute with her record label. But despite reaching a peaceful resolution with Jay-Z and Roc Nation, Rita Ora believes that there were underlying reasons for their parting ways during her time with the label. In a recent interview titled "The Reinvention of Rita Ora," she expressed her view that sexism may have played a role in her lack of success compared to her male counterparts within Roc Nation, which boasts a roster of talented artists like Rihanna, Shakira, Rhapsody, and Willow Smith. Reflecting on that period, Ora acknowledged that her perspective might be subjective, but she couldn't help feeling that she faced discrimination as a woman. She wondered if her chances would have been better if she had been male. These sentiments highlight her belief that gender bias may have influenced her experience at the label. Rita Ora has also admitted that she was really scared for her career during her legal battle with her former record label. The court case prevented her from making music for 5 long years, and the British singer, who is now 32 years old, revealed that the stress of the situation definitely took a toll on her. But what are your thoughts on this? Leave a comment below. And while we await further updates, be sure to check out the next video where we'll spill even more juicy gossip.